and foremost, let me rise and give praise to the great God of the universal law. I give honor to his prophet, your prophet, the universal prophet, Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Whether you accept him or not, he is the universal prophet of the universe. That's right, you heard what I said. He is a representative of the universal creator. And his name, he goes by the name of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali in this era of time. With that being said, I like to give honor to each and every one of you for taking time to come on out and hear the words of your brother and esteemed host of the Moorish World TV program, Brother Taharka Bey. But now listen, what I am going to bring to you tonight is, first of all, we got to understand where we're at. Now, the name of this presentation tonight is Nowhere to Run for BRASWELL Bey MOORS. Now, many people might don't know who BRASWELL Bey MOORS is if you're not a part of the Moorish Divine and National Movement in some respect or the other. And so when I say the Moorish National Divine Movement, it's just being in the know of what is Moorish. So when I say BRASWELL Bey MOORS, it's a group of Moors that follow the leadership of the Supreme Grand Sheikh BRASWELL Bey. Now, let me explain something to you, because you remember there was a presentation with the Brooklyn Moors with Captain Taharka and ISUPK and Katazai. Now, when he said that they are that they beat the Moorish Science Temple of America, and I made the video, I say, well, no, you can't beat the Moorish Science Temple of America because there are too many different groups that represents the Moorish Science Temple of America. And you know, the Brooklyn Moors had clarified and said that they are the Brooklyn Moors, yet they never beat even the Brooklyn Moors when you really look at it. But that's the way that they advertised it. But with that being said, right? And so you have a few groups. So I'm doing this pay-per-view coming February the 3rd called The Myth of the Supreme Grand Sheikh. And this has been going on probably around the Moorish community for about, I don't know, it's a never-ending conflict as to who's the head of the Moorish Science Temple of America, because you got all these different groups, and everybody, when they come in, I know many people that come amongst the Moors that I'm a part of, they come in with the assumption that, okay, this is the Moorish Science Temple of America, and all Moors are one, all Moors think alike, and the Moorish Science Temple of America is the Moorish Science Temple of America. And after a little bit of time in, they find out that be the furthest thing from the truth. They start to find out that there's a bunch of different groups of Moors. For one, you got D. Belial, who characterizes himself as the Supreme Grand Sheikh, who I actually was anointed, appointed, consecrated by. You also have BRASWELL Bey, who characterized himself as the Supreme Grand Sheikh. You also have my brother and friend Kenyu Bey, Tyrone Bey, who classifies himself as the Supreme Grand Sheikh. You also have what's the brother name? Portisel classifies himself as Supreme Grand Sheikh. You also have Daweed classifies himself as Supreme Grand Sheikh. And you have R. Jones Bey, the Grand Sheikh and moderator of Moorish Science Temple of America Incorporated, and a host of others, And so I say, you know what? Many people don't understand. Oh yeah, and my brother Prather L. Thank you, Matazuma, Yakama, Yakama, whatever. But anyway, and my brother Prather L. out of Baltimore. And so many people don't understand this. Like, what in the world? I thought the Moorish Science Temple of America was the Moorish Science Temple of America. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show the whole demonstration as it relates to the path of the Supreme Grand Sheikh. Where did it come from? How did we get to this point? And who is the legitimate Supreme Grand Sheikh, if it is even a legitimate Supreme Grand Sheikh? And I'm not going to hold no punches. I'm not taking no sides. I'm going to let the information, you know what I mean? I'm going to let the information speak for me. I'm not gonna say, now listen, oh yeah, Bratton Bay, he's a national Grand Sheik. I'm not gonna say, for instance, D. Belial made me a sheik, you know, and I went through his sheik board. But if the evidence don't speak for D. Belial, then it don't speak for D. Belial. That's just what it is. I mean, if the evidence don't speak, and I'm only going to have evidence, there will be no slinging of mud. There will be no someone said this and someone said that. That is not what I'm going to do. I'm going to show historical documentation as to what it means to be the Supreme Grand Sheik. I'm not holding no punches. I'm not taking nobody's side. I'm only going to show documentation, and I'm going to present the documentation. And of course, I may narrate the documents, but for real, I'm going to present it to the people. And as I present it to the people will maybe have have a decision. Well, since Taharka Bey don't trust Moors with no facial hairs, so let's get him up out of here, because we don't need him in here not trusting nobody with facial hair. Let's get him up out here. Yeah, we don't want you in here not trusting nobody with facial hair. Got to get you up out here. You know what I mean? And so what that is, no, we gonna get him up out of here because he don't trust nobody with facial hair. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. Now listen, when everybody stopped being trendy, when everybody stopped being trendy and stop growing their facial hair, that's when I'm gonna grow mine, because it's a trend now. I'm not a trend person, but then I'm gonna grow mine. But anyway, this is what it is, right? So I'm not going to choose no sides. I'm only going to bring the documentation. And I'm going to tell you this. It depends. I think I'm going to give as a consolation of those who buy tickets. I'm going to allow you, I'm thinking about it. I'm going to allow you to download every slide. I got over 100 slides. And on these 100 slides, there is documented proof of what I'm saying. So whoever get a ticket will actually get the slides too. Whoever get the ticket will actually get the slide. Somebody said with the topic. Brother Taharka Bey was attacked by a group of Moors, social media style, for doing a pay-per-view. And again, so whoever buys a ticket to the pay-per-view will actually get the slides. I'm thinking I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna let everybody get the slides so you can do the research yourself. There's the link. There's the link for the pay-per-view. Is anybody interested? It's also in the comment section down below. It's also in the comment section down below. So if anybody is interested. So in other words, when I give the evidence, this not going to be like something that you pay for and you say, man, that was hard. Oh man, that was serious. Oh man, that was phony. Whatever the case may be, you're going to take the slides with you. I mean, Terrence Groves there say, nope, you promised that all the information. Yeah, you'll take the slides with you. That's I've been debating in my head, but I do want y'all to research the researcher. And so some of the slides y'all will be very impressed with, because it's historical documents. And I'm going to show some today. I'm going to show a little bit something today that's not even a part of the slides. That I may got two historical documents that's not even a part of the slides that I'm going to use on February the 3rd. But just to show you, if anybody watch my show, y'all know that I be having them slides and that information. Let's everybody get a thumbs up and let's get started. So let me do a recap real quick. So the way I got this set up tonight is I want to do a recap. So on January the 3rd, I announced that I was going to do a show called The Myth of the Supreme Grand Sheik. Matter of fact, not on January the 3rd. I did it after that. Absolutely. I'm going to go into the sheik bag. after January 3rd. But let me bring y'all up to speed. Let me give y'all a couple screen shares. So what I did was, family, is on, I'm gonna have to go back. I gotta mess my slide presentation up. So here we go, family. I gotta mess my slide presentation up because I just thought about how I got it set up. But I want to take y'all on a journey as to how this started. First and foremost, let me say this again, family. Just because I'm loud, right? Just because I'm loud, it doesn't mean that I am the aggressor. I'm gonna say it again. Just because I'm loud, just because I'm animated, it does not mean that I am the aggressor. Islam, more someday, Islam, kids. Bro, I'm gonna be in touch with you. I got your number, I think. But listen, just because I'm loud doesn't mean I'm the aggressor. So even in this instance, I'm gonna show you that I'm only responding. And this really has nothing to do with the presentation on February the 3rd, but this is a response to all of the attacks that I've been experiencing since I announced it. Since I announced it, this is a response. So this is only a response. So let me show you how it started. Let me take you on a journey real quick. Let me take you on a quick journey. So I think it was January the 3rd, right? That I posted this ad right here. Honors to the only appointed Supreme Grand Sheikh for all Moorish Americans appointed by the Prophet. Now, our brother Irvin Bey comes and say, Islam Sheikh. So is he the first? I say first and only. So there isn't any more Supreme Grand Sheiks left. I actually left that hanging in the air. I left it hanging in the air. I didn't want to touch it. So this brother Raz Seth Ini, he said, just remember, unity temples, noble virtual temples. He's talking about me, and he's talking about Kenyu. This is how this all starts. Unity noble temples, virtual temples were not in our prophet's time. He did not name any that faction. Just saying. They were subordinate. He's lying that right there because prophet never named anything a subordinate temple. Folks don't like not being in charge, so ask them to show you where that term came from. And I can prove that the prophet never used the term subordinate to name a temple. He says each subordinate temple in the Holy Quran of the Moorish Temple of America, but there was never no sign on a building called subordinate temple. Never. During the time of the prophet. But that's another story. Being in charge, so ask them to show you where that term came from. And where Noble Drew Ali set aside unity noble temples, you will get to your own conclusion. Peace and love. So there was the first attack. That was the first blow. Pow! He shot. But it would turn out to be a BB gun. So he's shooting at me and Kenyu Bey because I have a group of Moors that we are building under a temple, Moorish Temple of America style, as the noble temple and the virtual temples, and Kenyu Bey is unity temple. So he takes a shot for no reason at all. So the brother that takes the shot is the one with the deuces in the air, right? So I comes back. On the left-hand side, you'll see when I come back, I say, let me get it real quick. Our name is Moorish Science Temple of America. And I say, styled as the noble temples. I said, styled as the noble temple. Do you know how to fill out a charter? Your leader wouldn't teach you that because he create followers. Remember, you're attacking me. So don't cry foul when I respond. That's all I said. Don't cry foul when I respond. You know what I mean? Now, so check this out. He comes back. Unload more. Y'all see this, right? He says, unload more. We be waiting. Y'all hear this, right? This is the brothers from, and I like the brother for real. I think he really want to get to the truth. He's going to be a noble temple minister when this all done with. I think he really wants the truth because he's been agitating, trying to get this out. You know what I mean? So Oh, you don't see the slide? My bad. Hold up. Let me do it again. Let me do it again. I don't know why my slide ain't clicking, but anyway, let me do it again. So look. So here we go. So here we go. So this brother right here, right? He says, I think I got it. He says, let me go back real quick. I said, our name is Moorish Temple of America, styled as Noble Temples. Do you know how to read or fill out a charter? Because if you know how to read and fill out a charter, you'll know the difference between the Moorish Temple of America and a styled name, because on the charter it says styled as, but that's another story. Do you know how to read or fill out a charter? Your leader wouldn't teach you because he creates followers. Remember, you're attacking me, so don't cry foul. So there is. You know what I mean? Now, so check this out. Unload more, we'll be waiting. He's telling me to unload. All right. Now, Raz Seth Inc. said, our corporate name is Moorish Temple of America. He said in the Quran, last chapter, how to receive a charter. He said in the Quran, how to receive a charter. He did, and he did. Repeat, did appoint his staff in absence. But one thing, they don't have a corporate name as the Moorish Temple of America if you check the Secretary of State. That's number one. But anyway, and I'm talking about BRASWELL BEY. Anyway, that's another story. But now check this out. So look, he even antagonizes right here. He says, and you ain't do no public video yet proving us or our lineage false. We've been waiting. And I said, no need. The burden is on you. So, in other words, and I show where this came from. I'm like, you have to prove that it's correct. I don't got to prove that you're trying to prove something to somebody. But because you pushed me to this, now I got to do what I got to do. Now, so that brings me to the myth of the Supreme Grand Sheik. You follow me? That brings me to the myth of the Supreme Grand Sheik. You know what I mean? And the myth of the Supreme Grand Sheik is going to be something to show everyone what's real and what's not. So here we go right here. The myth of the Supreme Grand Sheik. It will be on February the 3rd, right? It will be on February the 3rd. You feel what I'm saying? It will be on February the 3rd. It will be a pay-per-view, $16.99, $20 the day of. And what it's going to be is, it's going to be a walk through history. And I'm going to show you who's who. I'm going to show you who's who and how people got in the position that they are in. I'm going to show you documented proof. So in the beginning, right, only thing I did was in the beginning, I put up a flyer that looked like this. And unfortunately, I got to go back and forth with the screen share. I don't know why it's acting like this, but unfortunately, I got to go back and forth with the screen share. But in the beginning, all I did was, let me get my thing right. In the beginning, I didn't name no names. I just put up a flyer that looked similar to this. I mean, I did not put up anybody's name. I didn't call no names. And the BRASWELL BEY bunch went crazy. I didn't call anybody out. All I did was said the myth of the Supreme Grand Sheik, and the BRASWELL BEY bunch went nuts. And for the life of me, you know what I mean? For the life of me, I didn't understand why they went crazy. Let me show you some of the stuff that they went crazy about, if I can screen share. So this guy says this, and I wish my screen share would just flow like it's supposed to. Google Hangout is sharing a window with hangoutgoogle.com. Let me see. Let me see if I can hook this screen share up real quick. So it says, so this guy here, they gets paranoid. And they start doing little things on Facebook. So this guy's here say, you're going to honor a Supreme Grand Sheik that was moved from the Prophet's Adab chamber and reappointed himself as Supreme Grand Sheikh over sheiks he helped remove. I don't know what that was all about, but I let it fly. You know, they posting these every day. Just because I said I'm going to do the pay-per-view. Now, I'm going to show you another one. Then I'm going to get to the real meat of the conversation in a second. Show you another one. He said, Prophet Noble Drew Ali created the station of Supreme Grand Sheikh. And that is not a myth, nor unbroken lineage of the Supreme Grand Sheikh. So what he's saying here is the Prophet created the Supreme Grand Sheikh, right? And that's not a myth, nor the unbroken lineage. He's saying there's an unbroken lineage from the time that the Prophet created the Supreme Grand Sheikh Emiliel all the way up to BRASWELL Bey. Now, with that being said, the title of the presentation is The Myth of the Supreme Grand Sheikh. I'm not talking about the station being a myth. I'm talking about those who are perpetrating the myth. Real quick, let me share this. I'm talking about those who are perpetrating the myth. You follow me? So this is what he says. The Prophet Noble Drew Ali created the station of the Supreme Grand Sheikh, and that's not a myth. I'm not talking about the station. I'm talking about those who are perpetrating, and I'm going to let the record reflect. I'm going to let the record reflect and see who's perpetrating. With that being said, now they are doing all of this filibustering and damage control. Matter of fact, right now, they said they're doing the free campaign. For free, let's put the nonsense to rest. They're doing a free campaign. I give them some advertisement. But now let me show you. Now, according to these brothers' standards, right? Let me see if I can take out some of these windows real quick. So somebody asked, where is the link? I'm going to put the link in the chat real quick. Let me throw the link in the chat real quick. That's the link for the pay-per-view. Also, the link is on the bottom of the page. But now let's get into it, man. I wish my screen share would act right, but I gotta just get through it. What it is this. This is one of their henchmen. I haven't heard his mouth lately. His name is Roger Brewington Bey. Now, every time somebody speaks out about BRASWELL Bey, he will come out of the woodwork and start attacking. You follow me? He will come out and start attacking Roger Brewington Bey. But let's use his standard as we teach. Islam world, just to let it be known, if your falsehood about what it means to be a Moor, Moorish American Muslim, member of the Moorish Science Temple of America, comes across my timeline, I am duty bound to correct whatever is wrong in your missive with correct knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Now, if he's duty bound, if he's duty bound, I am too. It is not a personal attack against you. Nope, I'm not personally attacking anybody, but against the spirit of the information you present. I say that because most of what people are repeating at it as it pertains to things Moorish, they have picked up from somewhere else and haven't properly vetted the info before regurgitating it. Honor to Brother Roger Brewington Bey. Honor to him because he's a part of BRASWELL Bey, Grand Body, and I agree with this statement. So if we are in it for the information, accept the information that I will present. Now, if I slander or if I lie, that's something else. Y'all can be mad all you want. Just view the information. Notice I haven't even presented the information yet. However, let's keep it popping. It's about to warm up. Everybody thumbs up. It's about to warm up in a second, family. It's about to warm up real quick. All right. So now let me first say that me, your brother Taharka Bey, I don't have no beef with anybody per se. If I got beef, it would not be in me. I wouldn't be making a video about it. So they actually post this video with me and Braswell. I mean, this picture with me and Braswell Bay. And I say, this is Uniting of Asia, brought to you by Taharka, Bay. Praise Allah. When I'm in the building, unity is on board. Honor to the leadership of Supreme Grand Sheikh Braswell Bay for his hospitality. Now, in this picture right here, family, we was at the in Chicago, and it was me, St. Nick the Moor from St. Louis, and my brother CJ Shaw L, and about 7 or 8 sisters. We came to this event. They held us at the door, and they wouldn't let us in the door. You know what I mean? And when they wouldn't let us in the door, we stood out there for about 45 minutes, and finally I said, tell Braswell Bay that Taharka Bay is out here, and your Mufti refused to let Moors in your public meeting. Ultimately, they let us up. And so when I took this picture here, he was sitting in the middle of the room, and I kneeled down, and I shook his hand and pulled him close. Let me stop sharing, because they like to show this picture. And now I pulled him in close. You know what I mean? We used to call it the chicken wing. Put the arm on him. Pulled him in close. And I said, Islam, Moor. Moor, this is not the Prophet's movement. The Prophet would never leave Moorish Americans at the door. The Prophet would never leave Moors at the front door at a public event. And pulled back off of him. He looked at me and said, well, Moor, a lot of people will always like to attack me. I said, well, you need to step up on your security then. I said, because at a public meeting, Moorish Americans especially, and anybody of the public should be allowed in. There's nowhere in the world we should be standing out front door and can't come into any Moorish American public meeting. And he looked at me, he said, Islam, would you like a piece of cake? And I said, no, but I would like a picture. This is the Uniting of Asia. And I shook his hand. And I said, hold up, take my camera, take a picture. And so they now post a picture like, come on, I'm going to keep it 100. That's what happened. You know what I mean? And so I've always, if anybody know me, matter of fact, my brother right now in the chat, my brother right now, Sheikh Montezuma, when he came to Chicago, when he came to Chicago, I said, come on, brother, let's go across town. We're going to go to the temple. Let me introduce you to Brother Sharif. Call Brother Sharif on the phone. This is what I do when I go to Chicago. When I see young Moorish Americans, I take them around Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So my brother Sheikh Montezuma said, you know what I mean? Hey, I would like to meet Brother Sharif. Get Sharif on the phone. Boom. Let me what you doing? Da-da-da. Well, we on our way. And so that's the same thing I did this year. It was a bunch of sisters. You know what I'm saying? It was a bunch of sisters and me and 3 brothers. You know, they left us at the door. Anyway, that's besides the point. Now, so, but I never ever, one thing about me, the Prophet taught me respect everybody. So I respect everybody. It's all good. It's water under the bridge. I ain't gonna go into the detail of the story, but it's all good. You know what I mean? We keep it moving. Next day, we go to the history class. The day after that, we goes to their parade. It's water under the bridge. It's all good. You know what I mean? So I don't have no beef. Even to this day, I have no beef with these people. I'm only going to put the information out. So anyway, bottom line is, so the brother comes to Baltimore. Supreme Grand Sheikh Braswell Bay comes to Baltimore. Now, I know that the brother have some historical documents as it relates to the Prophet. You know what I mean? I know that he got some historical documents. So if he's coming to teach a class, why wouldn't I show up? You know what I mean? Of course I'm gonna show up. If anybody show up with something historical as it relates to a letter, a business card, a spent check from the Prophet, yeah, I want to see it. It is what it is. But I know where it all comes from. Let me just get to the point because I'm dragging this out a little bit. And so in this picture right here, you see where I met the Supreme Grand Sheik Braswell Bey in Baltimore. Honors to my brother, Supreme Grand Sheik Braswell Bey, for coming to Baltimore from Chicago to teach Moorish history lessons for the people for free. And he did do it for free. If you are in Baltimore, how could you miss that? We everywhere, you never there. But as time go on, you'll start to see that free ain't free. It's usually a campaign to try to, you know, bring Moors in. And so let me tell you, at this meeting, family, at this meeting, now listen. So I'm at this meeting, right? Y'all with me? Y'all thumbs up if y'all with me. Man, this is a good story right here. So I'm at this meeting, you know what I mean? And I've been to 3 history meetings by Braswell Bey, right? I've been to 3 history meetings by Braswell Bey. And one thing I'm starting to see is he's not presenting any new information. He's not presenting any new, and he always talk about Islam, my dear. Thank you for purchasing a ticket, brother. So he always talking about that, this hot box, and he always talking about he's going to bring out a document a year. Now, family, if he had this thing, which he does, he has some information from 1994, and he haven't pulled out all the information yet, what you waiting for? But nevertheless, that's the dangle of the carrot degree. He doesn't have as much as he's talking about. And I'm going to show you how I know that in a minute. Anyway, so we sit there for 3.5 hours, right? Oh, yeah, brother. They're going to turn you away, brother. Absolutely. They're not going to show up. They don't have what they say they have. Shafiq, they do not have what they say they have. They lying. They lying. It's the carrot dangle demonstration. But anyway, right? Because I've been to 3 and they repeatedly showing me the same information, the same stuff. You don't show the same stuff if you got a lot of stuff. Anyway, bottom line is this. We sit there for 3.5 hours. So me and my elder, we talking to the brothers, and my elder, David Eddington L., he says, raises his hand and said he got a question. And he asked them, he said, do you have any history on Moorish or Walton Bey? And Supreme Grand Sheik Braswell Bey said, we have to look into it. Now, what stood out to me is that Braswell Bey had talked for 3 hours straight. 3 hours straight, right? He talked about how he talked to Sister Pearl Drew Ali in the hospital. He talked about how he met with the Cook Beys. He talked about how he met with all these sorts of Moors, right? But when asked one question about his lineage, because he said that in their lineage, it says it was passed to Moorish and then Walton Bey. He had no answer. And I'm sitting there like, whoa. He was like, who? And I'm like, hold up. This is where your leadership been passed down from. And he's like, who? I said, oh, man, he shook. I don't say nothing. Leave it alone. I don't even pay that no mind. But I know that, for people that don't understand, it's like, so they say that the Prophet Noble Drew Ali made M.O.A.B the Supreme Grand Sheik. M.O.A.B passed it to Moorish. Moorish passed it to Walton Bey. Walton Bey passed it to Harlan Bey. Harlan Bey passed it to O. Lewis L. O. Lewis L. passed it to Bailey L. And on and on and on. So when you stand on something like that, but you cannot give no information on these people, now you're becoming suspect, right? Now you're becoming suspect. And so I'm sitting up there like, here we go. He can't answer the question. You know what I mean? He can't answer the question. And so I don't say nothing. But this is how arrogant the brother do after 3 hours of sitting there. He actually tells Eddington L that I'll send you something, right? But this is how arrogant the brother do. So me, Brother Taharka Bey, we got this demonstration going on, Moorish Science Temple of America Noble Temples, and the virtual Moorish Science Temple of America, where we engage people all around the country, helping Moors to set up temples, right? So he looks at me and say, Brother Taharka Bey, you got to stop and get rid of that virtual temple. And then his right-hand man so arrogantly says, his right-hand man, Carter Bey, so arrogantly says, yeah, the prophet ain't come with nothing virtual. The prophet ain't come with nothing virtual. Anything virtual is fake. I'm like, huh? Oh, he said, when you say pass it, pass what? We're talking about passing the leadership. Passing the leadership. So one leadership appoints another, and then points another, and points another, and then points another. You know what I'm saying? But he don't even know no history of any appointments. Not that day he didn't. Not that day he didn't. Yeah, like secession. So anyway, his right-hand man Carter Bey like, his right-hand man Carter Bey like, yeah, you can't be nothing virtual. The prophet. I say, brother, if you want to know what the virtual Moorish Science Temple of America is, just ask me. I said, it's actually an auxiliary of my temple, Baltimore, Maryland, temple number 22. So listen, I say, since you have a problem with the virtual Moorish Science Temple of America and you have a problem with what I'm demonstrating, I said, now check this out. I said, I know for sure that you cannot produce that your leadership was passed down to you. I said, I know for sure you can't produce that. I said, because when the elder asked you about Morris L, and when the elder asked you about Walton Bay, you fumbled. You stuttered. I said, can you give us some history on it? He said, I will send you some. Send me what? This is your claim to fame. That will just be like Barack Obama can't tell you anything about John F. Kennedy. That John F. Kennedy preceded you. Or you know what I mean? Come on now. You got to know something. You got to know something. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't know. He stuttered. He fumbled. And so Carter Bey tried to come to the defense. More, if we look, if we show you that, then what? But show me your lineage. Are you still with Belial? Show me your lineage. I say, brother. I say, listen. If you can show me the minutes, and now if people don't understand minutes is this. Minutes is that every time a leadership takes place, it is written. You know what I'm saying? It is written in the minutes. So, for instance, if Supreme Grand Sheikh Emiliel was a Supreme Grand Sheikh, once the transfer of power happens, it's written in the minutes. And then after you pass it to Morris L passes it to Walton Bay, it's written in the minutes. Everybody understand that? Press 1 if you understand what minutes is. That Morris L is written, and then Morris L passes it to what's the name? It's written down, and then it's Noble Temples in the building. That's right. Flint, Michigan in the building. So it's written down, and so it's a record. It's a record keeping. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to show y'all. I mean, I want to show y'all that my point. So now I want to show a video real quick, right? Islam, y'all get it. Y'all get it. Y'all get it. Islam. So now check this out. So I say, if you can show me the minutes, I will donate. Now listen, I don't gamble. Being a Muslim, we don't gamble. But I'm so sure that it's not a gamble. I say I would donate 2 houses. That means I'm going to give you my house and I'm going to give you something else. But being a Muslim, we don't gamble. But I know it's not a gamble. I know it's not a gamble because I know they can't produce the minutes. I know they can't produce the minutes. And so let me share with you this video. This is the video when it happened. You know what I mean? And since a lot of Moors like to say, why you ain't say it to their face? That's what people like to say. Why you ain't say it to their face? Listen to this. And I don't have no beef with these brothers. But listen to this.
So you're telling me, right? You're telling me that you can produce the minutes from 1935 unbroken every year to 1985.
John said about 20 times.
No. This is a yes or no. And it's going to show emphatically the leadership passed down of Supreme Grand Sheiks.
How can the minutes of brother? First of all,
this is the point. This is the point.
What right? You trying to preempt what I was about to say. Brothers and sisters. What else is minutes going to show but a line of letters of leadership? Of course.
Okay.
You cannot.
But you didn't ask. You still didn't answer.
I just asked the question.
You going to show?
You cannot have a Moorish science of America without a head.
Right.
So of course the minutes are going to show that somebody's in charge.
Okay.
So it's going to show.
You're going to show that. Can we put a date when we can meet and show this? You would write in D.C. When you want to do this?
Chicago is the land.
When you want to go to Chicago?
When I want to go, oh, it's me.
I'm on your time.
Whenever the Grand Sheik calls me to come to Chicago.
When you want me to go?
Before it's coming.
Huh?
Every fourth
Oh, you see? Man, I should have went live on Moorish on TV, man. This is
no. He said it.
So look,
convention.
so look. So the Supreme Grand Sheik Braswell Bey, I said, when can we meet up and see these records? When can we meet up? He said it will be forthcoming. In other words, there is no date where we're going to meet up and he's going to show me these meetings. I mean, these minutes. I mean, you feel me? So the point of the matter is that I know they don't have these minutes. I know it's a fact that they don't have these minutes. Therefore, we get into the myth of the Supreme Grand Sheik. I know they don't have it. But everywhere you look, they claim and lie to people claiming that they have it. But now the myth of the Supreme Grand Sheik is not even about him. They're making this about them. But this is a brother here, one of the tough guys. This is one of the tough guys, right? Here's one of the tough guys that says, here's truth for free. Now this guy talk tough like, you know what I mean? Like, brother, you ain't, I'm gonna leave that alone. But listen to this. This is what he says. He says, for free. For those of you who may not know to explore, research, and study, and which we of the prophet's true temple encourage ones to do. They encouraging one to study. It says the Moorish Science Temple of America is incorporated within the said government United States. Now, whatever they're talking about up there, whatever. But let's go down to drop one where you see the highlight, right? Look where you see the highlight. Find out who's in possession with the original corporation documents for the Moorish Science Temple of America. Family, they are not in possession of this. Also, number two, he says, if you want to find out who's in possession of the original charter for the Moorish Science Temple of America. Family, we need to make them produce that. They don't have that. They're claiming this. These are all claims. These are all claims. These are all claims. He cannot produce the original charter. Let me tell you something, family. Listen. The reason why I know he can't produce the original charter, because where he claimed to get it from, man, y'all got to see that on. Y'all got to see that on February. Y'all got to see that February the 3rd. Y'all got to see that. Let me go on. Let me go on. It says, find out who is in possession of the original charter. This is what he tell these young guys with these little grins on their face. You know what I mean? This is what they tell these young guys that don't know no better. Find that they got the original charters. from the prophet's home office to Temple 1, Grand Major Temple, for both the Moorish Temple of Science and the Moorish Science Temple of America. Family, stay tuned. Watch how I break this down. Find out who's in possession of the prophet's last will and testament, including the archives of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Y'all hear this? Find out who's in possession of all original minutes. Hey, family, let me do this again so y'all can see it. We're going to hold them to this. Find out who's in possession. Y'all just seen a video where Carter Bay, or y'all just heard the video where Carter Bay said they have the original minutes, right? That they have the original minutes. It says find out who's in possession of all the original minutes to every national convention. Family, y'all got to be in here on February the 3rd, family. Y'all got to be here on February the 3rd. Find out who's in possession of all original minutes to every national convention, starting with the first of 1928 up to now. Consistent. Family, you need to be in the building on February the 3rd. And as I debunk this, here he goes again. Go to number 7. Go to number 7. You feel me? Go to number 7. Find out who's in possession of the prophet Adab book. They do have the Adab book, but fam, let me tell you what the Adab book is. Don't be fooled. You know what I mean? Don't be fooled. The Adab book is basically, if you will, basically, it's a book, for instance, about the size of this, right? It's like the size of this. It's an Adab book about the size of this. But in it, it only lists names of those who were made Adabs. It's not a special book. It's not no great degrees in it. You know what I mean? See, Brother Nathaniel Boatnell, why don't he wait till the information is presented? You Kirkman Bay 2019. No, I'm not. You're insane. I mean, and if you're a sheik, you shouldn't be talking about the Adab book. Listen to me. Listen to me. The Adab book is, I don't know these guys are spooked out. They spooked out. You know what I mean? The Adab book is only a book that lists people names who were made an Adab. You see, they spooked out. It's nothing weird. It's nothing weird in the book. It's not no high science in the book. It's only people names in it. That's it. And I can tell you now that BRASWELL Bey got that from Belial. But not only do they have one, but that wasn't the only Adab book. There was 30,000 Moors in 1929. You follow me? There was 30,000 Moors. 30,000 could not fit in one book. So the Moorish Science Temple of America Incorporated has one. And two other, and I don't want you to quote me on this, but they got one from Belial, and Belial might have one more, but I can call them and find that out for sure. But the Adab book, it's not some high science book. It only have books of names in it, but they call it an Adab book as if they got some holy grail or something. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. So this guy, these tough guys, and I'm only giving information. I'm not talking tough. I mean, these guys, he says, find out who's in possession of the original seals that he, speaking of the prophet, held in his hand. Find out who's in possession of the scrolls or the book of life. All of these things, family, let me show you something. Let me get to it real quick. All of these things, right? Real talk. All of these things.
So you tell
All of these things, right? My bad. Let me get back to where I was at. So he says, find out who have the original scrolls or book of life. That very, very long list of names of members trace back to the first Moorish American, whose name should be at the top, Prophet Noble Drew Ali. All of this stuff that he's been told. I mean, all of this stuff they have been told. I'm telling you, man, they dangling this carrot. But anyway, let's go to the next thing. Let's go to the next thing. It says, and I want you to know this, man, because we're going to hold them to task on this. Find out who has the original minutes. Every ADAP meeting from 1928 up to now consistent. We got to hold this. We got to hold these people accountable. You got to show and prove. You got to show and prove today. But you can't show and prove. Let me tell you why you can't show and prove. Let me show you why you can't show and prove. When the brother says that they have the original ADAP seals, or the original seals, watch this real quick. Check this out. When the brother says that they have the original seals, let me get it to you real quick. When they say they got the original seals, y'all see that? I'm going to show y'all something real quick. About to show y'all something real quick. And I want to get through this real fast. When they say they have the original seals, we'll show y'all two things. First of all, what you're looking at, what I'm about to show right here, is a letter. This letter right here, what you see is an old letter. And it's not even a letter, matter of fact. It's a court paper. And this court paper is actually in the Maccabean files, if you've seen it. But one thing that's of interest in this court paper, right? One thing that is of interest in this court paper. Let me show you what is interest in this court paper. Now, I'm going to stop it and I'm going to blow it up. They say they have an ADAP book. This court paper is from M.O.A.B. They took M.O.A.B. to court, Kirkman Bay administration, right? And when they went to court, M.O.A.B. filed his own papers so he can have, guess what, returned. If you can see right there, one ADAP book. They're not the only one with an ADAP book. Can anybody see that? Can anybody see that? One ADAP book. You follow me? You see that? Can anybody see that? One ADAP book. You follow me? Can anybody see that? You follow me? Right here. One ADAP book. So they're not the only one with an ADAP book. They're not the only one with an ADAP book. But let me show you what else. Let me show you what else. Kirkman Bay now, they got a charter. This was never returned. Guess what else they have? Guess what else they have? Go to line number 2. Flag and corporation papers. M.O.A.B. filed this. M.O.A.B. filed this to have it returned. It was never returned. But let me show you what else they have. And this is the dangle of the carrot. Yeah, he won the case, but the properties was never returned. Now let me show you the dangling of the carrot. Let me show you the dangling of the carrot. So not only did he have that, but guess what else they had? that was never returned. Because they dangling the carrot talking about that they have the original seals, the original add that book, the original. You're not the only one with that. Who are you kidding? Who you fooling? Who you fooling? That don't make you nobody. Because you got that. You got it from Belial. When you look right here, two seals, corporate seals and holy seals. And when we go down, I'm going to show you what seals that Belial has. He doesn't have this. He made new seals. They took this from Emeliel, and Emeliel filed an injunction to have it returned. It was never returned. Now, let me show you real quick that so I can show you for real that this is an official demonstration filed in Cook County. I want you to see it for real because they claim that they got the holy grail of everything. They don't have the holy grail of everything. They got pieces that they got from Belial. You see that? Moorish Science Temple of America, a corporation versus Emeliel. Now, at the end of the case, it was Emeliel actually won this case. This case was beat by Emeliel, but the only thing about it, none of these items were returned. So when these young guys that has no experience in research and talk crazy about guess who has, let me bring it back to you real quick. Guess who has the original and the highlighted, find out who has the original corporation documents. They were never returned. Charters issued. You follow me? You follow me? They were never returned. So he's dangling the carrots. BRASWELL Bey is tricking these young people to believe that he, man, the myth of the supreme. And look, I'm telling you right now, this don't even, listen, family, let me share something with you. Family, these are not even the slides because this is not even a conversation of the myth of the Supreme Grand Sheik. This is not even a conversation of the myth of the Supreme Grand Sheik. You know what I mean? This is not even the conversation. The myth of the Supreme Grand Sheik conversation is going to blow this out of the water. You know what I mean? It's going to blow this out of the water. Real talk. Just like Nathaniel Boatnell said, that's why they were using divine ministry papers as scrap papers more. I have original divine ministry papers, brothers. Do you want to see them? Do you want to see them? Do you even know what they look like? Do you even know what original divine ministry papers look like, Boatnell? You fell for the okie doke, the Kool-Aid. You drank the Kool-Aid. You drank the Kool-Aid. I'm gonna do it for my brother Sheikh Montezuma because this doesn't even have anything to do with the presentation. What I'm showing you now is BRASWELL Bey crew attacking me for all the wrong reasons. They should be attacking BRASWELL Bey and make him show and prove. Because the presentation is not about BRASWELL Bey. The presentation is not about BRASWELL Bey. You follow what I'm saying? Nathaniel, before I go any further, Nathan Boatnell, have you seen original divine ministry papers from the Prophet Noble Drew Ali? Yes or no? Yes or no? And you're going to say, yeah, because there's nowhere for me to prove it. There's no way for me to prove it. I mean, there's no way for me to prove it. You can't prove it to me. You want to come on the show now? You want to come on the show now and screen share it? And I can show you original? Look, email it to me. Can you email it to me? Can you email it to me? I bet you ain't seen them. I bet you ain't seen them. I'm going to give you my email. I bet you ain't seen them. I bet you ain't seen them. There go my email. Now, no, this, hey, Stearns, this is not about paperwork. What I'm trying to show and prove that more has been manipulated over paperwork. They have been manipulated with paperwork and lies, and all of this stuff is jummed up. And we need to question these leaders. We need to question them. But I'm going to do it for my brother Sheikh Montezuma. Now, I'm going to show you an original. A copy of an original, I mean to say. That's what I'm going to do. Give me a second. Now, give me a second. I'm going to show you a copy of an original. Because this has nothing to do with the this has nothing to do with the presentation, but I'm going to show you a copy of the original. All right? I'm going to show you a copy of the original real quick, a snapshot of the copy of the original, just so people will know what they're going to be getting on the main day. You know what I mean? Let me see. Hold up. Let me stop sharing that. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna show you a copy of the original. Let me grab it real quick. Since I'm gonna show you that them people be. You don't tell me ask Baliel. Have you seen a copy of the original? I mean, you want to defend the lie? I'm about to show you real quick. Hold tight. Hold tight. I'm gonna show you real quick, and then I'm gonna move on because people trying to learn something here. All right. Now I'm gonna show you real quick. Bang. All right. Here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna show you real quick. I'm gonna minimize it. So listen, this is an original copy of a divine minister paper. You see this? Bam. That's an original one. You know what I mean? That's an original one. I'm going to turn it upside down. That's an original one. That's an original one. That's an original one. That's an original one. And I can explain it. And I can explain it. You know what I mean? And I can explain it. But let's move on. Let's move on. So brothers say, dude, all this stuff you're talking stems from those papers. Nah, I'm telling you that people have been tricked and lied to. But let's move on. So, again. Oh, you ain't see it? I just put them up. Did you see him, Sheikh Montezuma? Okay. So now listen. Melia was too weak to do the proceeding. That's a lie too, Bonell. That's a lie, Bonell. That's a lie. Man, I'm not going to argue with this guy. I'm not going to argue with this guy. Bonell, that's a lie. I mean, oh, no. Bro, you got to go back and check it out. Hold up. Oh, you ain't see it? Let me do it for you one more time then. All right. Oh, no, it was in the convention minutes. Here you go. I got it upside down and inside out, but I'm going to show it to you again. This is the original right here. I got it backwards, inside out. I sent it to you personally, but that's the original. That's an original. I mean, it's a copy of the original as used by the prophet. Now, right there. I mean, so that's the original. You know what I mean? Demonstrated by the prophet. But I don't want people to copy and all that type of stuff. You know what I mean? Join the Moorish Science Temple of America. I mean, join the Moorish Science Temple of America and, you know, and you be privy to this stuff. But anyway, check this out. So let me tell you something. Again, the brother BRASWELL BEY is dangling these things before the people. You know what I mean? Just as right here. This brother Damuel, You know what I mean? This brother M.O.A.B, he asked the question, auxiliary under whose authority? I will answer that on February 3rd. Why go to a place you claim to have so much info together? I don't know what that means. Place to get info. So who you be? I don't know whatever that means. There is no BRASWELL group. First and foremost, you are speaking against the original Moorish Science Temple of America. On February the 3rd, I will show what is the original and what's not. You know what I mean? I will show what's the original and what's not on February the 3rd. Now, this guy's saying that, again, this is what they brag against. Nobody has ever seen them, though. Nobody has never seen them, though. There are minutes and minutes. I'm going to talk about that in a minute, Brown Bay, Sheik Brown Bay. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. There are minutes and minutes of every convention. Now are you proving these things? Now listen, this is M.O.A.B claiming that he's seen minutes of every convention. And brother Sheik Brown Bay, who do you mean? Who is he get the papers from Belial? You know what I mean? So they saying that they are minutes. They have the minutes to prove this stuff. They don't have no minutes, family. They don't have no minutes, family. You know what I'm saying? Now listen, then they get into the slander. And so I'll answer some questions in a minute, right? They get into the slander. Your editorial is on you. And when Belial had your hand handed over to P. Davis Hill, and then it was passed down to BRASWELL Bay. I'm going to show how all this took place. You know what I mean? We're not arguing this no more. I'm about to present the facts. Sternism production. I am about to present the facts. The argument is over on February the 3rd. If people choose to argue, that's on them. On February the 3rd, I am going to present the facts. There will be no more argument. I mean, there will be no more. P. Davis L., who was after Davis, and he's talking about the G and the line and all of that, whatever. There will, listen. On February the 3rd, there will be no more argument. You follow what I'm saying? Give me a minute. Check this out. So look, even this brother Damu resort to this. Without physical evidence, and he had included 2 temple heads that he did not vote in favor of removing BRASWELL Bay. I don't know what's that all about. I'm not addressing any conflict between Belial and BRASWELL Bay. I'm only presenting documentation as to what we stand on to be the Supreme Grand Sheik, whether it's real, whether it's fake, whether you fake, whether it's real, whether it's fake. And I'm going to let the documentation speak. So tell your lies and the truth will set us all free. P.S. Belial is at fault of this confusion. I'm not blaming anybody. So again, I will rethink that your position, my brother, because the rebuttal will be heartless. You don't even know what I'll present. Okay, let me finish. Let me finish this line real quick. And if you believe that we stole the prophet, Moorish Science Temple of America from Belial, then take us to court or come and try and take it from us, because those lies that Belial had told you. Listen to me. I want the brother to listen to me clear. No one can take the prophet's movement. The prophet movement is in the heart of Moorish Americans, and those 3rd and 4th generation that understand how it works will be the one. Family, on February 3rd, I'm going to explain all of this. You know, it's going to be a 3-hour demonstration with nothing but slides and slides with proof as to what I'm talking about. There will be no argument. The argument ceases. You know what I mean? The argument shall cease on February the 3rd. I'm not taking Belial's side. I'm not taking this is not about matter of fact, the presentation ain't even about Belial. I mean, ain't even about BRASWELL Bay. You know how many people call themselves Supreme Grand Sheiks? The only reason I'm addressing BRASWELL Bay Moors because they were the ones to attack me. But now I have to show and prove just a little something that disqualifies, that pretty much disqualifies them. So listen, here we go. So listen, I'm going to show this video again too. Let me see if y'all can see it. Hopefully y'all can see it. Y'all can't see it, I'm going to have to put in another window. All right. Listen to this.
Some of our great teachers was Sister Christina Price Bay, who many people call Queen Mother. Brother Sloan Hill, who was
now, as my brothers say, Belial is not the subject matter. I'm not defending Belial or any other Supreme Grand Sheik. I'm going to let the documentation speak for itself. However, at this juncture, listen to this.
Who was the organizer of the Moorish Industrial Club, and a brilliant man named David Belial. Very brilliant.
Matter of fact, I want everybody to see this. So let me stop. I don't know why my screen share acting funny, but I want everybody to see this. So let me just put this somewhere else. Let me see if I can put this somewhere else. You know what I mean? Let me put this somewhere else so everybody can see it real quick. That's what I'm going to do. I want everybody to see this. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Google Docs. See if I can put it up on Google Docs. I want everybody to see this. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can get everybody to see this demonstration real quick. There we go. Give me 1 second. See if I can upload this to Google Docs real quick. Because I want everybody to see this. Because I got a point to make real quick. You know what I mean? About as it relates to the position that these BRASWELL Bey Moors, that's what they call now. They BRASWELL Bey Moors. They BRASWELL Bey Moors. They attack everybody unprovoked. Nobody provoked them. But anyway, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull this up real quick. Here we go. It should be right here. Should be right here. If I can get it up, if I can get this thing up, it's gonna be good to go. Let me see. Hold up 1 second.
Some of our great teachers was Sister Christina Price.
Let me see if I can get it up for you. Give me 1 second if I can screen share this real quick. Application window. Man, I got to get it somewhere else. Hold on, stand by. Y'all need to see this. Y'all need to see this video. I showed it before, but I'm gonna try to show it again today. Give me a second. Let me see if I can get it in here real quick. See if I can get it up in here real quick. I don't know why I don't play in my screen share right now. They don't want you to see it. But I'm gonna see if I can. All right, hold on. Let's see if I can get y'all to see this real quick. All right. Man, I can't get y'all to see it real quick. I can't play it like that. But anyway, let me see something real quick. Oh my goodness. See, I want y'all to really see this video real quick, but it won't play. But I guess I gotta let y'all hear it. I'll let y'all hear it. There we go. I'll just let y'all hear it. There you go.
The organizer of the Moorish Industrial Club, and a brilliant man named David Belial.
Listen.
Very brilliant.
Y'all hear that? A brilliant man named David Belial. And I'm going to narrate this because y'all need to hear this.
Hill, who was the organizer of the Moorish Industrial Club, and a brilliant man named David Belial.
Y'all hear this?
Very brilliant.
Y'all hear this?
Still brilliant.
David Belial, brilliant, and still brilliant.
He used to say to me,
listen,
he said, I don't want to just tell you.
He used to say to me, I don't just want to tell you. Listen to this.
I want you to read for yourself.
I want you to read for yourself.
And he was very generous in sharing with me the knowledge of things that I couldn't understand. One day he went and got a box of all of those archives where they were stored, and me, myself.
One day he went and got a box of all those archives where they were stored. In other words, he would not know anything.
You other sheiks, we got into that box, and many of us were able to connect the dots. And we said to ourselves, so this is what happened. Oh, so this is what it was. Praise the Lord. And we walked out.
Y'all hear that? Do y'all hear that? When he met Belial, he had nothing. He did not understand. And until this day, I don't believe they still understand. But listen.
Where they were stored, and me, myself, a few other sheiks, we got into that box, and many of us were able to connect the dots.
So family, what I'm doing right now is connecting the dots. You know what I mean? Is connecting the dots. You know what I mean? I am connecting the dots for the people. No more will we be lied to. And on February the 3rd, those dots will be connected. After that, whoever don't purchase a ticket, they can spread the word. But whoever don't purchase a ticket, I'll release it maybe 3 months later, you know, on something else. I don't know. But we're going to build this Moorish village. But anyway, now, this is what the brother said about me. Hey, fam, I want y'all to pay attention to this. Please pay attention to this, because I'm going to rebut this real quick. This brother said he broke away from his so-called Supreme Grand Sheikh, reports to no one, but still collecting dues. No financial accountability. That's what he's saying about me. This brother don't know me. This brother don't have a clue what we doing over here. But let me show you no financial accountability. All right? Let me show you no financial accountability. Y'all ready for this? Y'all want to see no financial accountability? Family, this is their Supreme Grand Sheikh prop. The Grand Major Temple. This comes off of their website. Right? This comes off of their website. The Grand Major Temple. Y'all see? 501 Wabash. If anybody's been through their website, press 1. Go to the website, moresignsempleofamerica.org, and you'll see this picture. Looking grand. Looking grand. Right? But now let me tell you the truth about the picture. Picture, it tells 1,000 words, sometimes tells 1,000 lies. Sometimes tells 1,000 lies. 501 South Wabash. You see where it's at right now? In demo court. Do anybody know what demo court is? Does anybody know what demo court is? It's court to be demolished. It's court to be demolished. Meaning that, and I'll get into the details of why, you know what I mean? I'll get into the details why it's being demolished, but it's a prop. It's a prop. You know what I mean? It's a prop. It's in demo court. That's talking about demolish. They're planning to demolish it. Why? Oh, you want to know why? Oh, you want to know why? I'm going to tell you why. You want to know why? That's a prop. And I'm going to explain all of this why. I'm into houses, so I know how this works. Let me show you why. The reason why is because it has no recorded action on it. Incomplete payment required. Payment required. There is no action on it. It's a troubled building. Last time it was a troubled building was 8/28. That's why it's in litigation. Demo court. It's an abandoned building. It's an abandoned building. It's an abandoned building. This is a prop. It's a prop. Let me tell you what happened. And I'm going to give you a scenario. This is a prop. You feel me? Now let me tell you what most likely happened. Matter of fact, let me go straight to it. It's a prop. It's lying to people. They're lying to you. They're lying. They're lying. You know what I mean? They're lying. It's a prop. Let me show you something. This is what the windows look like. I'm going to show you what probably most likely happened. I got to go in and out, right? I got to go in and out. Give me a second. My screen jammed up. My screen jammed up. Give me 1 second. Hold up 1 second. My share messed up. My share messed up. Okay. Let's see if I can get it right. Give me 1 second. Oh, man. I don't want to close it. Hold on 1 second, family. My screen share messed up. They done got me. They done got me. Family, stand by. I'm going to try to close out and come back in. Stand by. I want to show you that it's a prop. Stand by. I'm going to come right back, family. I'm going to come right back. I'm going to come right back. Stand. Okay, y'all still there? All right, here we go. See if we still there. Hold on. Let me get on my screen up. All right, here we go. I want to make sure everybody here. All right, here we go. Make sure the chat room is good. All right. All right, we good? All right, here we go. 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 All right. So back to what I was saying. All right. So listen, it's all a prop. Peace, Aboriginal power. It's all a prop. This is what the windows look like. He talking about dues. He talking about dues. Where the money going? Let's talk about where the money going. Where y'all money going? Look at this building. They've had it for 3 years. Look at it. Look at it. Let's talk about it. Can anybody see that? Let's see if it changed screen. Can anybody see that? Let me unshare it and do it again. This is what it looked like. This is what it looked like. It had this for 3 years. It had this for 3 years. Where y'all money going? Where y'all money going? Huh? But look at the picture on the website. Where y'all money going? Where y'all money going? You better ask Braswell Way where your money going, where your dues going. Better ask them where your dues going. That's what you need to do. Ask them where your dues going. Oh, we ain't finished yet. We ain't finished yet. Ask them where your dues going. This is a bandit building on the list to be demolished. And front like it's a grand major temple. Oh, somebody want to know what it is? Let me go back. This is the prop that you see on the front page of their website in Chicago. This is the prop right here. This is the grand major temple. This is the prop. This is the prop that you see. That's why they keep it blurry like that. Come on, man. All of us got iPhones. We can get a better picture than that. Why they got it like that? Man, come on, man. Why they got it like that? I'm going to show you why. This is why they got it like that. Because in the inside, it also looked like this. Oh, no, we got to go inside. Let's go inside. The inside, it looked like this. The inside looked like this. You know what I mean? That's what the inside looked like. Y'all want to know what the inside looked like? Let's go with the inside look like. Oh, y'all want to know what the inside look like? This is the prop. This is the prop that's faking everybody out. This is the prop. Let's talk about the prop. That's what the inside look like. That's that prop right there. So this brother got a nerve to say something like this about the Taharka Bay, the noble temples? Huh? He broke away from his so-called Supreme Grand Sheik. Report to no one, but still collecting dues. What? What? No financial accountability. Okay, that's what you want to do? That's what you want to do? Let's look at the inside of your building. Let's see what we talking about. Let's see what we talking about. Oh, yeah, this is what I do. This is what I do. Come on, man. I'm the wrong one. I mean, this is the inside of your building, man. This is the inside of your building, man. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me, man. Come on, man. Stop playing with me, man. Come on, man. Can't play with me, man. You done had this building for 3 years, man. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me, man. That's what your building look like, man. Fronting. Stop fronting, man. This ain't no grand major temple. Come on, man. Stop playing with me, man. This is the M.O.A.B, the mother of all bombs, man. Come on, man. This is the mother of all bombs, man. Stop playing with Taharka Bay, man. Leave Taharka Bay alone. Keep telling y'all, man. This is what your building look like, man. Fronting, man. Fronting, man. This is the mother of all bombs, man. Stop playing with me, man. Come on, man. This is where you house the Prophet's Holy and Divine Movement. This is the house of Ali. This is what you're telling me. This is the house of Ali. This is the house of Ali. This is where the Holy and Divine Movement is. This is where it is. This is where it is. Come on, man. Stop playing with me, man. This is where the Holy and Divine Movement is. You serious? You serious? This is why you attack everybody else? Or you send your henchmen to attack everybody else? Because this is the house of Ali. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me, man. This is the house of Ali. That's what you're telling me. You members, man, listen. You members need to start asking for accountability. In the presentation on February 3rd has nothing to do with your misappropriation of funds. Has nothing to do with your embezzlement of funds. Has nothing to do with that. This is your building that you have had for 3 years, that you post on your website, as the Grand Major Temple, the House of Ali. This is your building. It's not mine. This is your building. This is your building. This is where you take money from and don't put it back into. And it's on the list to be demolished. Who you kidding? Who y'all playing with, man? Who y'all playing with, man? It's Taharka Bay, man. I ain't mess with y'all. I ain't do it to y'all. Y'all bother me. I'm minding my business. I'm minding my business. It's in demo court. Demo court. Meaning it's going to be demolished if you don't fix it up. If you don't do something. But you already done spent the money most likely. Stop playing with me, man. The House of Ali. The House of Ali. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me, man. This is the House of Ali. And let me tell you, this has nothing to do with the presentation. The presentation, the presentation on February the 3rd will have nothing to do with this. It will have nothing to do with this. The presentation on February the 3rd, could go for February the 3rd. Hey, Roz, I'm telling you what the government says. We're not robbing the people to pay for construction. You go on these online from the original. We made much progress. I'm telling you what the government just said in August. I'm telling you what the government said in August. The government in August. You got to argue with the government. The government on August the 8th. On August the 8th. Matter of fact, let me look it up again. I don't want to tell no stories. August the 28th. On August the 28th. Do you want to see it again? On August, you take this up with the government. I didn't got nothing to do with it. You take it up with the government. On August the 28th, I have it in red. Circled in red. Take it up with the government. Take it up with the government. That was August 28th. They're August 28th. Stop playing with me, man. Y'all gonna keep defending a lie? Family, how long you gonna defend this lie, man? How long you gonna defend this lie, Roz? Come on, man. If you tired of people lying to you, dangling cats in front of your face with fake documents that you never seen, fake seals you never seen, come to the Noble Temples. All up in the video. Come to the Noble Temples. Hey, Roz, you've been faked out, brother. You've been faked out, brother. You've been faked out. And on February the 3rd, it goes one step further. It goes one step further on February the 3rd. It goes one step further because on February the 3rd, I'm not mentioning none of this. On February the 3rd, I'm talking, it wasn't even about you. It wasn't even about BRASWELL Bay. Anybody want tickets? I just put it in our feed. You know what I mean? It wasn't even about BRASWELL Bay. I was just doing a presentation. You know what I mean? I was doing a presentation of the myth of the Supreme Grand Sheik. Roz Bay, you jumped out there. Y'all jumped out there. February the 3rd. This is not family. Let me show you something. I'm going to show you how real this is. Family. What I just showed y'all, right? Let me show y'all something real quick. Family, what I just showed y'all, right? I just want to prove something to y'all. Y'all see this? This is what I just showed y'all. Y'all see that? If y'all can look over here, it was 46 slides, right? I mean, that was 46 slides, right? Y'all see that? That was 46 slides. Watch this. Watch this. Let me show you something. Y'all see that? That was 46 slides, right? Now watch this. I want to show you something real quick. I want to show you something real quick. I haven't touched one slide. Look. Matter of fact, that's the first slide. Let me show you this. I haven't touched one slide. When I open up, you'll see. Myth. That's the first slide of Myth of the Supreme Grand Sheik. I haven't touched one slide. Let me go on down. See how many slides I got so far? Let me stop it. Myth. I haven't touched one slide. Check this out. See how many slides I got so far? And I ain't even finished yet. I ain't even finished yet. Look over there in the corner. Look how many slides I got. Look how many slides I got. 94. You follow me? I haven't even started yet. I ain't even started yet. You know what I mean? I ain't even started yet. Look all the way at the bottom. I ain't even started yet. 94 slides. It's going to be about 150 slides. Nothing that I just showed has anything to do with this conversation. I may touch on something, I don't know, but for the most part, has nothing to do with this conversation. Nothing to do with this conversation. I am going to show and prove the myth of the Supreme Grand Sheik, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not. I'm going to break the lie up. See, they don't know which way I'm coming. They don't know. They don't have a clue which way I'm coming. They think I'm going to argue about the beef between them and Belial. Nope. They think I'm going to argue about the beef between whether Belial. Nope. Nope. You don't even know what I'm doing, bro. Y'all can't fight this one. Y'all like swinging in the dark right now. Y'all like swinging in the dark right now. Y'all really swinging in the dark. Y'all don't know what I'm going to present. But I'm going to tell you what, whatever I present is going to prove my point. It's going to prove my point. And anybody, anybody that, but you know, it's going to prove my point that these Moors, them and any other Moors that think they have a monopoly, that day ends on February the 3rd. That day ends on February the 3rd. All that tough talk, all that old tough talk, ain't nobody worrying about that. I mean, you're going to get this work. You're going to see step by step. Just like somebody say, a lot of Moors already figured it out. Sternism production. When you see the step by step written document in the history play out by documentation, that's totally different. I mean, that's totally different. Many people can try to figure it out, and that's what's been the problem. That many people been trying to figure it out. They've been putting it together, but I'm going to show documentation after documentation after documentation after documentation. Question, I need an answer. Question, I need an answer. Documentation after documentation after documentation after documentation. Question, I need an answer. That's right. That's right. We need some answers. We need some answers. It is what it is. We need some answers. And this group right here, they attack me unprovoked. They attack me unprovoked. All I say is I'm going to do a presentation called The Myth of the Supreme Grand Sheik. I wonder why my brother Timothy Johnson Bey ain't attacked me. Pray the hell of Supreme Grand Sheik. See, pray the hell, brother Johnson Bey, why didn't you attack me? I don't understand. You should have attacked me, my Johnson Bay brother. Because I'm going to tell you why he didn't attack me. Because he's a scholar. He's a true scholar. And he will respect true research. And he knows me, and he knows that I am not going to slander anybody. Because C. Prathael is my brother and my friend. BRASWELL BEY is my brother, but he's a charlatan. And I know it. You know what I mean? Brother, that day of you calling yourself the Prophet Temple is almost over. I mean, that day, hey, the thing is this. I ain't even gonna say this. You can call yourself whatever you want. You can call yourself the Prophet's Temple. Heck, I call myself the Sultan of the West. You can call yourself whatever you want. But the new generation coming in, they won't be able to deal with, they won't be able to wrap their mind around that once I present this information. They won't. It just is what it is. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, they won't be able to wrap their mind around you calling yourself the House of Ali. They won't. Once I present this information, they won't be able to. So you can call yourself what you want. It don't matter. See, the whole thing in a nutshell, in this day and time, people watch what you do, not what you say. So you can dangle all them carrots that you want. You can dangle the carrots about the seals. You can dangle the carrots about whatever you want. But I'm gonna show you the history. You know what I mean? You can even send the sister Amira back into Amina Bay or whatever her name, back into the temple, the virtual temple. But this how desperate they were. They sent this sister into the virtual Moorish Science Temple of America, cutting her camera off and filming and sending it back to them. You see? That's what they did. As if I care. We demonstrate truth. We demonstrate truth. And we allow anybody to come in the virtual Moorish Science Temple of America. We don't care if you go and tell somebody something. Because when we say in the virtual temple, we're saying in public. We're saying in public. We knew who she was. That's why I put that video up. We knew who she was. That's why I put the video up, so she can take it back. Every time that I suspect somebody in the virtual temple that's suspect, I speak out against something that's erratic or out of order about their position. So if you come for me, I'm coming for you. I'm telling you, I don't care who you with. If you come for me and I find out, I'm coming for you. This is what it is. You know what I mean? That's right, Divine Hill. Hey, I'm going to tell you what. She came in that meeting and sent my video out. So if she with the prophet, she wasn't with him that day. Not the one I'm talking about. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Matter of fact, so I won't be wrong. Let me see. Let me make sure I get it right. Islam. Let me make sure I get it right. Let me make sure I get it right, because I don't want to accuse nobody falsely. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I'm going to find out for real. Let me make sure I get it right, because I don't want to accuse nobody falsely. You follow me? I think that's her name, but if I accused it falsely, my bad. But they definitely sent the sister up in there. And the sister definitely, I think the sister name, let me see, man, hold up. Let me see that sister name. Let me see that sister name, because I'm going to put her out there too. That's right. Let's put it all out there. Let's put it all out there. I mean, let me see something. Let me see something. Hey! Let me see something real quick. Let me show you something real quick. I want to make sure I get it right. Hey, Sis Robin! Sis Robin. Yeah. Hey, what was that sister name in the group from Braswell Bay? What was that sister name in the group from Braswell Bay? Amina. Okay. Amira.
Amira or Amina.
Oh, okay.
That is Amira. Who's talking about? Who's talking about?
I'm on what's name? I'm on here. Hey, I think it was Amina or Amira, whatever it was. It might have been a mirror. I don't know. But they didn't snuck. They didn't, man, hey, thank you for the donation, $10. You know what I mean? But they snuck the sister up in there to try to infiltrate the virtual temples. So I put up the video on purpose, and she cut her camera off and most likely was recording the video and then sent it back to home office. You know, that little raggedy thing I just, but we don't care, because what we do is we tell the truth in private and in public. That's what we do. That's what we do. You know what I mean? Whoever she is, I forget the name of Mina or Mira, one of them. But and brother Divine L, you my brother. But yeah, she with the prophet, all right. If she's under Braswell Bay, that's her prophet. That's her prophet. And I'm gonna call a spade a spade. That's her prophet. And what? Who gonna check me? Who gonna check me? No, I'm playing. Yeah, hold up. Let me see. Hey, hold up. Let me see real quick. Stand by. Stand by 1 second, bro. I'm gonna find her, bro. Hold up. Let me find her real quick. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go right to my. I'm gonna know where I'm gonna find that too. Find it right on my page. She stays stalking and reporting. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put her out there today. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put her out there today. She stays stalking and reporting. Let me find it real quick. Let me see. Let me see real quick. All right, I'm gonna get it. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me get her. Hold up. There you go. Let me see. I'm gonna get her. We gonna get her 1 second. Oh, we gonna get her in 1 second. I wish I could get it off the top of my head, but I'm gonna get her real quick. Let me look it up real quick. Oh yeah, we're gonna get her up. We're gonna put her out on Front Street too. Yeah, we're gonna put her on Front Street today. She goes on Front Street today. Today. And she goes on Front Street today. Oh, we gonna get her. We gonna get her. Give me a second. Oh yeah, Front Street she goes. I wish I could find it faster. I mean, I wish I would have thought about it earlier. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Oh yeah, she going on Front Street today. Let me see. Give me a second. Oh, I think I got her. Oh, she going on Front Street today. Y'all just gonna have to leave the show. But she definitely going on Front Street today. Yeah, she going on Front Street today. That what she want? She going on Front Street today, family. Oh yeah. Front Street she goes. That's right. She going on Front Street. I can't think of her name, but she going up Front Street as soon as I find it. Everybody gonna see this. These she is. Think it's a game, do you? Think it's a game? You want to be a spy, do you? Let's see if I can find it real quick. I'm about to call somebody. Let me see. I'm about to call somebody. I'm about to show up. I'm about to show who she is. She going on Front Street, family. Give me 1 second. Hey, honey! We're going to find out who she is in a minute. Let me see. Man, I can't think of this. Can't think of her name right now. What her name? What her name? Nah, that she got another name too. She got the fake account. Oh. Let me see. Nah, I gotta give it to the people real quick. The people want it. I gotta get it to the people. I need it right now. The people need it. The people need it right now. What's her name? I need to know her name. How you spell it? How you spell it? I gotta get the people waiting for me. Okay. Oh man, that messed me up, man. It's always stalking my page. I'm about to throw out on the bus today. She going out on the bus today. She going on the bus today. Hey, she going out on the bus today. Let me see. Always on my page stalking. Always. And then liking stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, all on my page liking stuff. All up in the videos. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But I'm going to find it real quick. Let me see. Oh, man. And I remember just recently, she just made a comment. And I'm like, look at her. Here she go again. Here she go again. You know what I mean? And I'm saying to myself, man, look, man, we know who you are. But now I just want to let her know that we know who she is. I'm going to let her know for real now. Let me see. I'm going to let her know today for real. I just need to find it real quick. Yeah, let me know. Anyway, fam, let me see if anybody got any questions. I got somebody on it right now. I got somebody on it right now. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're going to find out. That's what it is. Anyway, family, I appreciate y'all for watching. I hope y'all come back and check it out again. And I'll be back on Wednesday or Thursday with a new show. If y'all interested in the myth of the Supreme Grand Sheik, family, it'll be good. If you like history, you know what I'm saying? If you like history, it's a good history lesson. And it's a good lesson to validate what's real and what's not. You know what I mean? It's a good lesson to validate what's real and what's not. All right, let me see. All right, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, big bro. Let me see. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's right. Here we go. Here we go, family. Now here we go. All right. This is the one that came in the group. I'm going to give y'all both sides. This is the one they sent up in that demonstration. Y'all ready? Oh, yeah. This is that one they sent up in the demonstration. And she stayed until we put her up the task and said, listen, do you want to join or what you want to do? And she had to get up out of there. So here we go. Give me 1 second. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you the fakeness. This is the one you got to watch. Yeah, man. This is the one you got to watch. But to give it to you real quick. This is the one you're going to have to watch, family. Let me get to you real quick. Give me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. But to give it to y'all real quick. This is the one you're going to have to watch right here. Now, my brother, I love you. I love you, Divine L. You my guy. But you can say she about the prophet. Nah, not playing these games. Not playing these games, you're not. You know what I mean? You came up in that joint to play games off the break. You ain't come to learn nothing. You came to steal and rob. That's what you came to do. You know what I mean? There you go right here. That's what she look like. I'm going to give you 2 pictures. You know what I mean? So y'all can know what it is. Give y'all 2 pictures. You know what I mean? Now, she came in there to steal and rob. Here she go right here. She came in there to steal and rob. But I mean, we knew when she came in to a degree. She came in there to steal and rob. There she go. There she go. Came in that joint to steal and rob. You know what I mean? There she go right there. That's right. Came in with the foolishness. That's right. Came in with the foolishness. You know what I mean? Sending video back. Taking video of the classes and sending them back to our handlers from BRASWELL BEY. And I thought the sister was a good sister for real, because in the beginning she was demonstrating, you know what I mean, demonstrating the prophet's lessons. But then what gave her up though, what really gave her up is that when she shared whatever she shared, they started repeating the stuff on Facebook. They would argue with me, you know what I mean? They would argue with me and start repeating stuff in our meetings. And I'm like, man, there we go. So with that, family, that ends another episode. That ends another episode of Moorish World TV. And there you have it. I mean, there you have it. There you have it. So I hope y'all are interested February the 3rd. Because as you can see, I put the research out. Even with this quick throw together, y'all know I really dug with the other stuff. Yeah, bro, Divine L. I don't falsely accuse. And I know it was the sister, because even as recent as yesterday, a brother on Facebook, I think his name Fuller Bay, out of BRASWELL BEY camp, he says, yeah, we saw the video with you in Baltimore. Bro, today was the first time that I showed it publicly. I showed it in the virtual Moorish Science Temple of America when she was there. So she was there recording the meeting and taking it back. But the point is, I could care less. The point is, I could care less, because we telling the truth. It is what it is. And on February the 3rd, we're going to tell some more truth. So go ahead, pay your little $16 and try to record a little grainy piece of it and take it back. We're going to tell the truth. It is what it is. I'm only going to present documentation. I will not be presenting any he say, she say. I will not say he says this about BRASWELL BEY. I will not say he said this about Bailey L. I will not say Kenyu Bey said this about Daweed. Daweed said this about Prather L. I ain't doing none of that. I'm only presenting information. I'm only presenting information and documentation to verify what's the Supreme Grand Sheik, who is the Supreme Grand Sheik, or if it's even a Supreme Grand Sheik. The myth of the Supreme Grand Sheik. The link is in the bottom here. Tickets available now for the myth of the Supreme Grand Sheik. Hit the link, get your tickets, support the Moorish Village. We are building. If Timothy Johnson Bey, ride past Fulton Avenue. Look at 638 Fulton Avenue. Things is coming along, brother. Things is coming along. We almost there. First building, first floor, almost complete. I mean, almost complete, Timothy Johnson Bey. Ride down to 638 Fulton Avenue, right up there by Everson Avenue, Harlem Park, in the hood. It's looking good, brother. It's coming together. Now, With that being said, peace and love. Shout out to my namesake, my brother and my friend, Timothy Johnson Bey. Shout out to the brothers over there on Milton Avenue, the sisters over there on Milton Avenue, and my sister woman, my Moabitis. She wants to come and visit Milton Avenue, and we're going to make that happen real soon. Real soon, brother. 638 Fulton Ave, brother, Fulton. 638 Fulton. I mean, we'll be over there soon, big bro. I mean, it's a little bit cold right now, but peace and love, family. I love y'all. I'm about talk to y'all next time we get busy. And we be going to get busy on Wednesday. If they keep attacking, I'm going to come back again. If they leave me alone, I see y'all on talking about something else. But if they keep attacking, they're just going to make it worse. If they keep attacking on social media, they're going to make it worse. They're going to make it worse. Leave me alone. The myth of the Supreme Grand Sheik ain't totally about them. It ain't totally about BRASWELL BEY. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I mean, so with that, family, I'm about. Peace and love.